Did you know that there exists a car that can produce nearly 1,000 horsepower while still feeling smooth enough to drive like a luxury machine? A car so advanced that it completely changed the future of modern supercars. Hello everyone, welcome back to Xerox Motors. Today we're talking about a machine that proved Ferrari was ready to enter an entirely new era of performance. This is the story of the Ferrari SF90 Stradale. Back in the past, Ferrari was known for building loud, emotional, naturally aspirated machines that focused purely on driving feel. The company built its reputation around raw engines, aggressive sound, and high revving performance that enthusiasts completely fell in love with. But as technology started changing the automotive world, Ferrari realized the future of speed was evolving faster than ever before. Around the world, manufacturers were entering a new era filled with hybrid systems, advanced electronics, and futuristic engineering. Many enthusiasts feared that supercars would slowly lose their emotional personality and become cold digital machines instead. People believed technology would eventually remove the raw excitement that made legendary performance cars feel alive. But Ferrari wanted to prove something different. They wanted to show the world that a supercar could become more advanced without losing its soul or emotional character. And that idea eventually became the SF90 Stradale. The moment Ferrari revealed the SF90, the automotive world immediately understood this was not an ordinary supercar. It looked futuristic, sharp, and unbelievably aggressive, with styling that almost resembled a concept car from the future. Everything from the headlights to the body lines felt carefully engineered to look fast even while standing still. Unlike traditional Ferraris that focused mostly on mechanical emotion, the SF90 represented a completely different philosophy. This car combined a twin-turbocharged V8 engine with multiple electric motors, creating nearly 1,000 horsepower in total. At the time, it became one of the most powerful road cars Ferrari had ever produced in its history. But what truly shocked people was not just the power numbers. It was the way the SF90 delivered that power with almost unreal smoothness and control. Acceleration felt instant, violent, and endless, as if the car ignored the normal laws of physics completely. The electric motors allowed the SF90 to respond immediately the moment the driver touched the throttle. There was almost no delay, no hesitation, and no waiting for power to arrive under acceleration. The car simply exploded forward with terrifying speed the instant it moved. And strangely, despite all of its futuristic technology, the SF90 still felt emotional and aggressive behind the wheel. Ferrari engineers worked carefully to make sure the car still carried the personality enthusiasts expected from the brand. Because performance alone was never enough for Ferrari, emotion mattered just as much. The sound of the twin-turbo V8 remained sharp, loud, and dramatic even with hybrid assistance supporting the system. It reminded drivers that underneath all the advanced technology there was still a true Ferrari heart beating inside the machine. A combination of old-school emotion and futuristic engineering working together perfectly. The design of the SF90 also became one of the most futuristic shapes Ferrari had ever created. The low, aggressive stance, sharp LED lights, and aerodynamic body made it look almost unreal on the road. At night especially, the car looked more like a spaceship than a normal supercar from the modern era. Every angle of the SF90 felt designed to control airflow, speed, and stability at extreme performance levels. Massive air intakes, active aerodynamic systems, and sculpted body panels all served a real engineering purpose. Nothing on the car existed only for appearance, because every detail contributed to performance. Inside the cabin, Ferrari completely redesigned the driving experience with modern digital technology and futuristic controls. The interior felt minimal, advanced, and highly focused on the driver, similar to a fighter jet cockpit. Even the steering wheel contained touch-sensitive controls that made the car feel years ahead of its competitors. But despite all of its technology, the SF90 still delivered excitement in a very human, emotional way. It was not simply trying to impress drivers with number screens or complicated systems. It wanted drivers to feel overwhelmed by the experience every time they touched the accelerator. On the road, the SF90 behaved with shocking confidence and stability even at insane speeds. The hybrid system constantly managed traction, grip, and power delivery with incredible precision behind the scenes. And that created a driving experience that felt almost impossible to fully understand at first. Unlike older supercars that demanded constant struggle from the driver, the SF90 felt intelligent and adaptive. It reacted instantly to changing conditions, making the driver feel more confident and connected at high speeds. The car almost seemed to predict situations before they even happened on the road. But perhaps the most impressive thing about the SF90 was how usable it actually felt during normal driving. Despite producing nearly 1,000 horsepower, the car could still feel calm, refined, and surprisingly comfortable when needed. That balance between insanity and luxury became one of its biggest strengths. The SF90 also represented something much larger than just another Ferrari model release. It represented the beginning of Ferrari's transition into the future of hybrid performance technology. A future where speed, efficiency, and advanced electronics would all exist together inside one machine. At first, many traditional enthusiasts were skeptical about the idea of a hybrid Ferrari supercar. People worried the company would slowly lose the emotional magic that made its older cars legendary. But once drivers experienced the SF90, most of those fears immediately disappeared. Because the SF90 did not feel like a cold, disconnected machine built only around technology. Instead, it felt like Ferrari had found a way to evolve performance while keeping excitement fully alive. And that achievement completely changed how many people viewed the future of supercars forever. Over time, the SF90 quickly became one of the most respected and talked about modern Ferraris in the world. Social media, automotive channels, and car enthusiasts everywhere became obsessed with its futuristic personality and brutal performance. For many people, it represented the perfect combination of old Ferrari emotion and modern engineering innovation. Even among other exotic supercars, the SF90 still managed to feel different and unique in its own way. Not because it relied purely on loudness or aggression, but because it balanced intelligence with emotion perfectly. Very few cars in history have ever managed to combine those two qualities so successfully. Today, the Ferrari SF90 Stradale stands as one of the most important supercars Ferrari has ever created. Not just because of its incredible power or futuristic technology, but because it proved that the future of performance cars could still remain emotional, exciting, and unforgettable. It showed the automotive world that progress does not always mean losing passion or identity. Sometimes evolution simply creates a new type of machine that feels even more unbelievable than before. And the SF90 became one of the greatest examples of that idea ever built by Ferrari. Even years from now, the SF90 will likely be remembered as the car that changed Ferrari forever. A machine that connected the company's emotional past with its futuristic future in one incredible package. And that is what makes the Ferrari SF90 Stradale truly special. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell icon for more legendary machine stories. Because there's always another iconic car waiting to be uncovered in the next video. See you next time.